leg of our journey, and we're at the Museum of the Paranormal in Niagara on the Lake. I think you're going to see some really cool stuff. Stephanie and Dan are about to show us what's inside, some really cool trinkets, a little bit about the ghost walk that they have, and then of course their famous Museum of the Paranormal. Come on in, let's go see what they got. Inside the Museum of the Paranormal, I'm here with Stephanie Cumulato, and she is going to show us a demonstration on how to read if there's a ghost present with a ghost meter, so you can actually find out if there's ghosts in your house or wherever you want to go find out. Thanks for being with us, Stephanie.
Well, thank you for having me. The cool thing about the ghost meter is that anybody can use it. You can use it anywhere to look for spirits. This is like you would see on the ghost hunting TV shows. It's very popular. It's an EMF detector, EMF standing for electromagnetic frequencies. And we're the only ones to actually carry this new Ghost Meter Pro in Canada, because it's fairly new. This one actually has 4 different modes on it. The most exciting mode is mode 4, called dialogue mode. And what that basically does is it allows you to communicate with spirits using yes or no responses. So I'll show you a demonstration right now. You turn it on. And you hear it's just kind of making that random sound. That means there's not a spirit present right now. When it goes dead silent, that's the spirit saying, hey, I'm ready to talk to you. So we'll let that go. Usually within 2 minutes, I think a spirit usually wants to communicate. Once it makes itself known, then you start asking yes and no questions. It will light up and ping once for yes and twice for no. So let's see. Is there a spirit here with us now? If you're here with us now, can you come and communicate with us? Okay, we'll let that wait for a bit. I'll just place it here. What this basically does, though, EMF detection, ghosts are said to give off those type of frequencies. So this little device actually picks up on those frequencies. So you can go around a room and start watching when it goes up into the red zone. The only thing you have to be careful for is any kind of electrical outlets or even water sources can make this go off. So once you rule out what's causing it naturally, and then if it goes up into the red zone in an area where you know it shouldn't be, that's when it gets pretty interesting. So we'll just leave that there, and hopefully a ghost will come visit. These are actually divining rods. These are like a natural version of the EMF detectors. Same principle, these pick up on different energies. People have been using them now for centuries to douse for water, but we use them to douse for ghosts. So basically, rule of thumb is you hold them a foot apart and a foot away from you, and then you start moving around slowly, and you'll notice they'll start pulling. And it's not just a slow pull, you'll actually feel it like a magnet almost. So then you just start moving around, and when it crosses, that's said to be a ghost there. You can also use one of these like a pendulum and ask questions. Clockwise would be yes, counterclockwise would be no. So these are kind of fun little tools to take with you on investigation as well. Any second now. We do have a little spirit, the spirit of a little girl here in the building, and we have had numerous communication sessions with her on this ghost meter. So hopefully she'll come now. Ah. Are you the little girl? Are you back to talk to us? If you're the little girl, light up once for yes. Is that once or twice? Are you the little girl? No. Are you a male? Yes. Are you the blacksmith? Yes. Do you like that we're standing so close to the fireplace, the spot that you used to work at? Yes. Are you happy that we're here? No. Do you know that we don't wish you any harm? Oh, he's gone. So as quickly as he comes, that's as quickly as he can go. It might take a few seconds, it could take a few minutes, but they'll keep coming back, and you can have different communication sessions. The cool thing, because people are like, well, how do you know if it's accurate? How do you know if it's really a spirit you're talking to? Start asking it questions that you know the answer to. And if it starts giving the responses that you know are accurate, that's when it gets lots of fun. And highly addictive, just warning you. You can spend hours just using this thing. So that's the Ghost Meter Pro, the EMF detector.
Fox sisters sort of lined up with our investigative tools and the Ouija board. Now the reason why the Fox sisters are here is because they are credited with starting the modern spiritualist movement. When back in the 1800s, they had a communication session with a ghost in their house. Now the difference was that it was so active that they could hear knocking coming from the wall. So they would ask questions to the spirit in their house, and they would say, knock once for yes, knock twice for no. Ask spirit, are you here? And they would hear a knock on the wall. Once for yes, spirit was there. So they invited friends over, family, people from the neighborhood, all took part in these sessions. And from that point, it was believed you could communicate with an active spirit in your house. So the Fox sisters brought this about. And later on, more of the investigative tools that came about is linked back to them. And one of the tools that's most interesting is the Ouija board. Now I have one right here, a spirit board that's used for this type of communication. And many people think of these as negative devices. And we don't believe them to be negative, but instead we believe them to be a useful tool if you take it seriously. Now, they sell these as games. These are definitely not a game. But if you take it seriously, it can be safe to use this, and it can be very effective in getting some information. So how you would use it is you'd have more than one person. Never use one of these alone. Each person would place a couple fingers on the planchet here. And then after a couple minutes, they would ask the spirit questions. Now the spirit can answer yes, it can answer no, or it can spell out the answers to any of their questions, such as spirit, what is your name? Spirit, when did you die? And so on. So as you can see, with a real session, you can get amazing information during a ghost investigation in a haunted house.
Okay, right now I'm standing on the second floor, and I'm standing with Lizzie, the doll that's occupying here. It's basically, Lizzie will blink if I stand near her presence. And I'm just curious to see, does anybody see Lizzie blink? These flash her eyes? Incorporate anything as a signal? I wonder if you see her. Let me know. Lizzie, what do you think? Is it okay if we just film you for the time being? Didn't mean to take the opportunity of your time. Didn't mean to cramp your style. It's okay. We're all here for a little good joy. It's okay, we're all here for a good time. We're not here to cause any grief or hardship. So what do you say, Liz? Apparently